everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, here we are with Othneil, or OT for short. Chambers Sr., who, well, number one, just real quick, just put out an amazing EP. I listened to it last week. I listened to it today when I was putting my promo together for this, and then I listened to it in the car.
That means it's good.
Yeah, and I really vibe. So we're going to talk for about a half an hour, and I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to start with just you introducing yourself a little bit and telling us who you are.
Othneil Chambers Sr. People call me OT. When I got married, my wife came up with that name out of nowhere. It was just
OT?
like OT came out of nowhere. I'm like, all right. I've always had a nickname, but OT was like the new one. So that stuck. So originally born in West Philadelphia. I was raised in Darby, PA. Moved to South Philly after I graduated high school. Then I've been in every part of the city except for the Northeast since then. So I've been
Northeast.
It's
kind of just South Philly, but different.
Is it?
It's kind of like South Philly, but different. I mean, Philly's Philly. Like, Philly people are hardcore. Philly is like roots. You know what I mean? Like if you're from Philly, you're from Philly.
Right.
But it's like South Philly and Northeast. And I don't know. I don't want to go too hard with it. But there's a similar thing going on, but like different, but the same. So you've lived everywhere. So how about music? So have you been doing? Were you singing in the churches?
Yes. So as a kid, I grew up in the church. Started playing bass in the church when I was like 13. Was singing on the choir. My mom used to sing. She used to make me sing with her. And I loved it. You know what I mean? It was my life. You know what I mean? But I had to go to church. It was like I had to go. So I had to find something that I enjoyed doing while I was there. And that was, music was it.
Yeah.
And so I did it until I went to church until I stopped going to church because of like minor stuff. You know what I mean? Growing up, I'm getting too cool for church. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I have my own. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so yeah, it's a whole nother.
That must be interesting.
Yeah. So, but since like the '90s, I respect. We can go into the whole church thing, but I respect. I believe. There's definitely something going on, but sometimes the organized religion kind of dampers things. Yes. So, So wait, we go way back, I think, maybe.
Way back? I be trying
who would even think that we went way back? Not me.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was like 20, it was right when I came back from Manhattan. 2010, 2011.
That sounds...
You were in a production team, MP3.
MP3. She remembers.
Making the fire beats. Yes. So whatever happened? Do you still do all that?
They still my guys, 100%.
Oh, okay, cool.
Still my guys. We don't work together as a production team as tight knit, but if I needed to work with them, we could work together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Fred is still playing drums if I need drums. Just right hand man, for real. And Alex is still the homie. He's just Alex doing his thing. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so you were doing all that, right? And what did you guys do with all your beats, or what happened, or when did you start your own project, or have you always had your own project going on?
Yeah, so while we were I don't remember how we met.
We met, I think the guy's name was K.
K. Whoa.
Was that his name?
The name.
I mean, I normally don't have a memory, but...
Yo, that's crazy.
But we out here having a memory. K, yeah. I think his name was K, right?
Yes.
And I was working with this girl who is a phenomenal songwriter and vocalist, Katie. And I think Kay found me because that was right recently when I had like won some Grammys or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I had left the majors. But when I left, like these Grammys came out of nowhere with these projects I worked on. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, gotta work with her, you know. But I tell people, it doesn't mean anything, you know. So I don't remember how I met Kay, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But he's the one that knew you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So he hooked us up. We had a song and we had a beat.
We had a song, yeah.
And I remember the song.
It was good. I don't
Tears
remember
I Can't
why.
Cry.
Yeah, it was, what was it called?
Tears I Can't Cry.
Is that what it was called?
Yes.
I can't remember. I remember it was so good.
Crazy
And then what happened? Was it a business thing?
I don't know.
Because then I remember trying to reproduce it for some reason. I'm like, you can't reproduce this. And I don't know why I was having to do that.
Wow, I didn't even know.
I don't know. All right. Anyways, we don't know why. Maybe we should go back to that. Anyways, so you haven't had anything. So I saw your Instagram story, I think last night. Like, we're back on Spotify. Yeah. So has it been a while since you released something, or have you been performing this whole time?
So I released music like sporadically over the last few years. I released the prelude to this project, I guess you could say, How to Be a Man Volume 1, like a few years ago. And I was like, I just got to release music because I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm writing songs, but they're just sitting there. But I know that I'm an artist, you know what I mean? But I was busy being growing up, honestly, growing up and like learning. And I'm like, realizing that family was my priority at the time, and music had to like be put on the back burner. It was like the toughest thing I ever had to do because music was number one for my whole life.
When you're in music, it's a sacrifice. If you want anything from it.
I'm learning that like if you prioritize it the right way, the other things won't have to suffer in the way that we think it has to suffer.
Yeah.
So what's more important, right? Growing up and becoming more mature and being a better person versus just being a dope artist.
Right.
Like, let me listen to what my wife is like trying to say to me about like taking care of the family and making sure the kids are straight.
Yeah.
Versus like me just running away and trying to like make a beat.
Yeah. Right. For what? To forget why. No. Yeah. That is totally true. And what's cool about this day and age too, though, is there's more access to make the music. You know, like the last guy I was talking to last week, like, you know, decades ago, you had to get that deal. We didn't have technology. We couldn't record at home. You couldn't. So now I feel like so many artists can record at home. You can put those ideas down, like when the kids go to bed or something happens. So that's a come up. That's something that's a come up with technology. Technology can go different ways.
Yeah, true.
And then you have AI coming in that'll make it a lot easier for a family man to make some music.
And it's funny, I was just talking to my wife about that last night because Spotify apparently is taking the raw materials of your song and allowing AI to basically library it in a way.
Yeah. I heard some things about Spotify. I mean, I didn't hear, I read. And the thing is, when I read, I don't even believe anything anymore. I have to really fact check it. But the thing was about Spotify was there was these like artists and bands that are like getting all these plays, but they're just AI songs that like people, I don't know if Spotify put them together. Like it's something that I don't know if they're getting, you know what I mean? Like the back end pay and everything because of these.
Fake
and
brands.
so it's a huge thing that I was reading about. Don't know if it's true fully or whatever. So, but, and that's what, and there was like some other companies that aren't, and there's also like, there's this kid I know who is every day, he's in school and he's like so freaking smart. And I only know him a little bit. I did like a show with him and he's making like this integrated software, AI software, but like changing that. So it's super cool because I've been alive for a while now. Like I was alive for, 8 tracks. I mean, I did have an 8-track player, but, you know, and then 4 tracks and then, tape player. No, 4-track tape player, which was fun. CD. I remember when the CD came out, and I was like, what else could they come up with? The CD is so magical.
Crazy.
And then the MP3 came out, and I was like, oh, digital. And then there can't be anything else. And then streaming.
Yeah.
Spotify, I don't know what's going on, but they're out there.
They are with our music.
With your music.
Yeah. So that was the conversation. Like, should I do something about this? Like, do I want them to have my likeness? You know what I mean? Like, just in its, on its stove cooking, or in their cabinet so they can cook up whatever.
They're taking people's music and AI is studying it and they're putting it in their little information box.
Yes.
So they can.
Whatever.
And that's what I think. I think that's that's what I'm talking about. And they're making fake artists and they're capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
And then it's not even. So it's really just a business capitalizing on itself, and the real artists are losing.
And I truly believe in hope.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe. You know
what I mean? Like, we can't, like, they're never going to win, right? So, at the end of the day, unless you kill me, I can get somebody to come see me.
Yeah.
And get what I have to offer.
And that's where that's the best part.
Yeah,
that's live.
the best part. Exactly.
I really like your vocals on your new EP, the sound of them. The whole thing sounded really good. I like the song that I put on the promotion. What was it? Hold It Against Me. Hold It Against Me.
That's my jam.
That's the jam. That's like a little pop to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the jam. The first one's the jam, though, too. You went opening it up with the All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
Or Your Dogs or whatever you said.
All dogs.
Yeah.
I want all my dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you killed that.
All right.
So you call yourself the God Rock. I put the mastermind of God Rock on the promo,
that was
right?
Perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, what else we got?
How you been? What's been going on?
You see it.
Yeah.
Just been doing everything that I do.
Yeah.
I've been DJing a lot and trying to just get this music as our hero. Like I've been. You get on a plateau sometimes, and you're like, man, there could be so much more going on. Like I don't even know what I'm doing in my life. Like I feel that way so often when some people, like, it's crazy because you feel like that, and then other people might look at your life like, how do I get there? And you're like, what am I even doing? So I had a few festivals. I ran sound for 2 festivals at the end of August, and I DJ'd a set in another festival, and it just like reawakened me, and it was just a crazy, chaotic few weeks, and it just made me feel like I could do anything. And now here I am, sitting with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to start a podcast.
There you go.
And I just want to spread the love,
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I'm here to do.
The next best thing.
Yeah, the next best thing. So you write all your own material?
I do.
And do you record? Are you producing it yourself?
Producing, writing, recording.
You're doing the whole thing. You're wearing the hats.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should, because I started out an audio engineer. I'm like, I've been getting this crazy idea in my head. Maybe, because I did Spit Philly. Do you know Spit Philly? Have you heard of them? No? Well, they're kind of...
Sounds familiar. Yes,
they're kind of blown up.
I did.
They just did a festival. I ran the sound for it.
Okay.
And I'm like, dang, should I actually open up a real studio? Like, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, man, that's a lot of work.
I mean, it's up to you.
It's up to me. I don't want to do it.
All right, cool. There you go.
But I'm getting these crazy ideas because I'm like, I always have these big, I don't know. I see big, but then I'm like, the reality is, so many people are recording themselves and producing themselves and cutting the corners because it's what's easy and feasible,
Exactly. So I think that's what is on my heart now as of lately, especially with Fred. Like, Fred is like really close to me as far as like vision is concerned. And I know that Philly has the potential to be a Nashville. For us to come together and produce quality music.
Yeah.
I think everyone has to know their place though before we do that. Right? So can we believe in a point system where you believe in this record enough to just take some points?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of like being paid like an hourly session to engineer.
Right.
Because if we do really have a bunch of hold it against me's, they will
Yeah.
Go to the moon because this is an actual record.
Yeah.
We sit in a room with the players that make it happen and actually hash out the plan to make it happen.
Yeah.
To put all these things into Othneil right now, just right now.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take over your life.
Yeah.
Just give me a little help, you know what I mean? And like help me get that joint to pop.
Yeah.
We all gonna have it written down. We'll have it professionally documented, right? So we don't get jerked or whatever you call it. But we've all been in that situation. You asked what happened to our beats. Our beats got stolen when we were MP3.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Something happened where it was like we couldn't use the instrumental that was I don't know what it was. But yeah. But I'm hoping that time in Philly is gone. I like what Spit Philly's doing. There's someone around here, Code 3 Records, who she really works with artists very well on making sure they get their money. Like, she's not a distributor. She's an artist. I forget what she names herself, but like she does some really cool things. And when I came back to Philly in 2010, 2011, that was my thing. I was like, I want to get Philly back on the map. Like, we're going to do it.
Right.
And now it's like 15 years later, 16 years later. And I think from my experience with the people I deal with, people are working together and people are like, wait, we could actually do this. And I'm like, so they said that to me when I was running the sound for this festival. And so Jason, he owns Drowning Fish Studio and who's partnered with Spit Philly. And he wants to actually have a meeting to collaborate on all these ideas. Like we could take even what I'm doing right now so much further for artists and for the scene. And he was like, we're going to put Philly back on the map. And when he said that, I was like, dude, I'm like getting goosebumps. Like, I literally came back to Philly back 15, 16, and that was my goal. But I didn't know anyone. I wasn't in the scene. I didn't know what to do. I just started going to, like, there at that time there was a Philadelphia recording community meetings, like whatever I could do and whoever I could connect with. And now it's like I know a ton of people, and it's crazy because I'm like, this could actually. I would love that. Like maybe by 2030, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I feel like Philly's amazing. Let's talk about your songwriting process.
Yeah.
Like what? So you don't play all the instruments, or you do?
Yeah, I do.
So the guitar? Obviously, I know you play guitar. On the EP, are the like drums real? You play drums too?
I play drums.
You play it all?
Yep.
Did you record everything on that EP?
Everything except for the drums on Stuck in My Ways. And
that's a good one too.
Everything except for the beat behind Holding On.
Okay.
Somebody produced that whole track. And the drums behind Stuck in My Ways. So those are the only two. But everything else, I played.
So do you write the songs and then, like, what's your process for everything?
Most of the time writing the songs first just on guitar.
Just on guitar, right?
Yeah, just vibing out,
and
going through something.
And then you go in, so you write it, and then when you go into the production part, where do you start, or is it always different?
I remember on All Dogs, I was just like, I need that song that just displays like that part of me, like with the hard drums and like I just was like, I immediately laid them on my laptop on the keypad, and I was like, like they don't know what's about to happen.
That's the best feeling now, right?
Oh my God.
Right.
I was like,
they don't even know what's about to hit them.
Oh, but it was fun. It was fun, and I just had fun,
Yeah. How long did it take you to what is it? 7? How many songs?
Yeah, 7 songs.
7 songs. How long did it take you to do all that?
Probably from maybe the first one was in like, what is it, September now? Maybe like April-ish probably started. And like slowly but surely, like just
that's good.
Chopped away at it.
That's fast.
Yeah.
Did you ever like go to school for anything, or is everything self-taught, or
music? No.
Or just like anything you do, like the production, the playing.
No,
whatever.
It was all, growing up in church, I learned a lot of the music stuff, like hands-on music stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like production, my cousin came from Canada one day, taught us Fruity Loops, and then we ran with it. And like James Porter gave us Logic, and it was like, all right. Now we Logic heads. Now we in it. So
I never used Fruity Loops, but I know a lot of people have. Is that still a thing? Fruity Loops?
It is. Yeah, people still. It's easy to sequence
It's
drums.
so easy.
Yeah, it's like boop 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 boop. Like. Easy.
Is that what you still use, or
Nah.
what did you use for this EP?
The Elisa's drum set kit.
Oh, okay. So you could actually
live drums on Hold It Against Me. I just changed the sounds because it's a MIDI kit. You can just change the sounds.
Yeah.
So Hold It Against Me live drums, Working on Me live drums, just different sounds. All Dogs was like sequence drums. Yeah. Stuck in My Ways, obviously. Hotel City did that. And the last one, Anything, was sequence drums on like keyboard MIDI. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Do you produce?
I always put it all in the back. Like I DJ full time right now. Well, I'm a little slow right now, but like I DJ mostly. I host karaoke. I do all these things. I'm always creating these events, and I do have music, but I always like put it on the back burner. I release it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I released a couple songs, and I have a song sitting in my Ableton that like I was so pumped about, and then I don't know if it's ADD. I don't know what it is. I have so much stuff, but there's also stuff because I've been doing stuff for so long. Like I wrote a song back in 2005 that's so good. I think it's so good. Anybody that hears it, it's so good, but it's like it's outdated, but it's still the song itself is not outdated. It's called Religion. It's about military and religion, and it has a very like Marilyn Manson, like 9 Inch Nails type vibe to it, and it's really so. I'm like I forget about that song, and it's so relevant today. Like people would probably think that it was written today, and I like I go through the same thing every year. I'm like, I should link up with. Like, I have a few buddies that are, like, way better than me at actually laying stuff down. And I'm like, damn, I could make, like, a new, like, whatever, and then, like, do a dubstep drop or something wild, and this is going to be great. And then I just never get to it. So I'm hoping I do eventually.
Yeah.
It's in there. Everything will, there's a course to life, and I always say, you got to trust the process.
Yes, indeed.
You got to trust the process. And I made a decision... I said this on the last podcast. Like, I made a decision at a young age. Like, I was all about the music and all, like, being an artist. But I didn't feel like I had exactly what it took. And at that time, in, like, the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, like, you didn't have all this technology. And you didn't have, like, I got Pro Tools. I got Reason 2.5 and, like, Pro Tools 4 in, like, 2004. But in the 90s, I was using a 4-track. And I was making some killer stuff because that's when I was a teenager. And that's when you're really, I feel like, I mean, maybe. It depends on who you are. Like, it was, like, just raw, good. And I had a 4-track, so it was, like, I had to record 4 tracks and then bounce them down and whatever. But I don't even know where those... I might have those tapes, but I don't have a tape player, so...
Right. That's crazy.
Who knows? Yeah. So it was like, you know, when you... Back then, you couldn't, like I said a little earlier, it wasn't like, oh, I can just do this on my own. And YouTube and, like, all these resources that now are amazing. Like, that's how I'm making... You know, so I just turned 44 a couple weeks ago. And, like, it's crazy because you're like, damn, like, I can't fall behind. It's true. Like, I'm really hitting that age where it's like I got to keep up. But this shit's going so fast. And the music, and as a DJ, it's crazy.
Yeah.
As a DJ, like an open format DJ, I play for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
I can just fake it to make it. Like, you know, and I don't like to stereotype or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know where I was going. I always lose my thoughts.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's all
right.
It's all right. So I got a couple songs, and if it's slow, which right now it looks a little slow, I don't even think anybody signed up to an open mic yet. You know, last week I performed a couple songs just because we needed another performer.
Okay.
And then as far as engineering, I've been like considered just because I'm like getting it's like life travels. And I went really hard on this DJ thing for a few years because I was like, oh, that's the thing that's making me money.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I think like I just get annoyed. Like I think I'm a little over this, but I'm not. I'm just saying that in my brain.
I know what you mean.
I'm not over it. Like next gig, I'll be like having the time of my life. Like the last gig, I might have been like, oh man, like what am I even doing? But I'm like booked on it. Like it's all good. Like So and then I'm like, damn, maybe I should start. But I stopped engineering because I had to move. I had a home studio, and it was cool. And I had to move a couple of years ago. And it's like, if I'm gonna do this again, I want to do it in a real environment. Like I don't want to be doing it in my home anymore. So. I don't know, but I had this meeting with Drowning Fish, so maybe something cool will happen.
What was that about a Drowning Fish?
Drowning Fish Studio is a studio that partners with Spit Philly, and they want to have a meeting about collaborating, which I said a little earlier. And who knows where the road can go? I might go back to my roots. It's all my roots. It's all music.
Everything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have. Do you have anything else to say?
Jesus is king.
Oh, there you go.
I love the Lord. I think that so what I can always rely on is for him to, like the Bible says, right? In all thy ways acknowledge him and he'll direct thy path. I feel that way about, like, I sing in a wedding band too, right? And I'll have a gig where I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like, I get to express my, use my gift and sing. But then I'm like, there's something about doing it that like leaves me unfulfilled. And I'm like, all right, cool. I know that when like I write my own music or sing songs like to the Lord, I have full fulfillment. I feel like my life has reached its full potential. Like there's nothing else like that I need to. There's nobody else to impress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't need to get fans.
And music is a huge connection to
100%.
that. Yeah. Like we were given music for that. We were given music to survive. Because what would we do? That
is it. 100%. To give glory back to God. And it's like, that's the most beautiful thing on this earth. I mean, other than obviously all of his creation, but something that we emit, you know what I mean? Like we can draw and stuff like that. And that's beautiful art create. But like music is like a vibration that we just like release.
And it's universal. It's the one language we can all speak.
We can all speak. So
even if we don't understand the language in it, you can still feel the music and dance together and speak together and whatever,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, this is what I'm going to ask everybody on this podcast. So when you might have already answered it, how is music your hero?
Oh, good question. I like that.
You kind of just did it a little bit, but...
Well, yeah, music, I have a song called Passion that just like is like my ode to music specifically, because it really is like something that I feel like I can like use my being to bring to life. Like I can create it out of the blue. You know what I mean? I don't create it from nothing, but I create it out of the blue, like out of anything. And it just gives me an outlet. It's my field of expression. It's my therapist. It's everything that I can give. I can give my entire self to a song on a record in many ways without even having to say all the words that it takes to say it.
Yeah.
Through my guitar licks, through the spaces between the stanzas where you sit there and think to yourself, like, did he just say that? What did he just say? I ain't Jesus, but I know I ain't, but she knows I am. Hold up. You could take that a few ways. Like, let me get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Like, I express myself in multiple ways through that one statement, and I can appreciate song for being that outlet for me. You know what I mean? So in that statement, I'm just using that line, but that line is just saying to my wife, like she knows I'm a better man. She makes me a better man. I ain't Jesus, but I know I am. She makes me a better man. I ain't Jesus, but she knows God. I am.
Yeah.
But she knows that I'm also a better man, right? So it's like the what do you call them?
An analogy?
Not the analogies, but the double entendre, triple entendres, different, artistic expressions.
Yeah.
I just can appreciate the way that I don't have to express myself verbally,
right,
with words in a like talking fashion, and I can add them over a melody, and even that
another language, like a communication,
whole another language,
how you can communicate without having to communicate.
Exactly. Just sum it up.
Sum it
up for me.
I love that. Well, if you don't have anything else, then I think I'm good.
Me too.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Anytime.
And I super look forward to your performance.
Ooh, I got a feeling.
And I'm excited. What's your feeling?
Can I pray?
Yeah.
Over this. Lord, thank you for Drea. Thank you for this platform. I ask that you just continue to lead her in the way that you want her to go. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.